Hey guys, today's power tap is tapping into courage.
Join me in these power taps and let's awaken your dreams.
Tapping into courage is an amazing tap because life often presents us opportunities to tap into courage, but sometimes we forget it's there and we shrink and hide. It's actually the times of struggle that we need it most. And so I have a special request from Adam, and he writes to me today. Hi Jen, I need your help. I have become a hermit, afraid to approach the world, take risks, or to even let people know how I am feeling. I recently had a turn of unfortunate circumstances where I felt I could not tell the truth in a situation out of fear of hurting someone, and I do not know how to move forward. Can you help me? Well, Adam, this is a really great opportunity for courage because I know even in my own life, sometimes you have to do what people may not like in order to really honor yourself or honor your circumstance. And if you're at home and you are lacking courage, these may be some signs. You are doubting there is a solution to your problem. You have frozen in your tracks. You desire something but doubt your ability to create it. You are believing someone's negative opinion about you. You are fearing devastation or failure, or you simply have a denial of what you know you need to do. If you're experiencing any of these, it's likely that you need a good dosage of courage. I recently had my own test with courage, and it started with a camera and my bum. Well, the scary thing was, not to sound too graphic, I noticed I had blood coming out of my bum. Since my sister had just recovered from colon cancer, I was really scared of what it might be. So scared, I did not even want to go get it checked out. I wanted to hide from looking at it, deny it, pretend it wasn't there. But I could no longer deny that something was happening, and my first test in courage was going to the doctor. And then my second trial was the world of tests, blood work, needles, and a camera up my ass. I always feared needles since I was a child when I threw up at school after being vaccinated. It was traumatic, and I had been afraid of the medical system ever since. So it required serious courage to get rid of those old fears. And I did it. There I was laying on the doctor's table, spread open, allowing a probing camera to take its journey into the abyss. Waiting for those results made me so nervous as well. And each step of the way, getting calls, listening to the results, and phew, it was nothing fatal. And with the right plan, I can heal and revitalize this. If you would like to bring more courage into your life, then this power tap is just for you. Sit in a comfortable position. Okay, just massaging underneath the collarbone here. And I want you to tune into whatever you're afraid of or whatever you're hesitant towards, something that may be holding you back or a resistance to moving forward because of a fear that something bad might happen. And I just want you to tune into that fear. Because whenever there is fear, courage is needed. And so first we locate the fear. And repeating after me, I'm really afraid of, and just say what you're afraid of. And I'm afraid there's no solution. Tapping between the brows. I don't think I can move forward. I feel paralyzed. Tapping the cheeks. I forgive myself for not having courage here. I forgive myself for holding back. I forgive myself for hiding. I forgive myself for pretending that it doesn't matter, when really it does. Good, tapping the front of the ribs. I love and deeply accept myself. And I forgive myself for not having courage here. Tapping the side of the ribs, it's totally understandable. I'm really afraid of what's happening. What are you afraid of happening? That's why I've been holding back. That's why I've been doubting myself. Tapping the next finger. I forgive myself for not moving forward. I forgive myself for not speaking up. I'm still a good person. And I'm still worthy of love. Inside of the little finger. And I forgive myself for hiding. So just tune into your own tendency. What have you been doing as a result of not having courage? Have you been hiding? Have you been protecting yourself? Have you been quiet? Have you been not speaking up? What have you been doing as a habit as a result of not being courageous?
Can you just repeat that question again?
Yep. What have you been doing as a habit as a result of not being courageous? Tapping the side of the hand. I have been, and just name what your habit has been. Tapping the roof of the head. I have been, and name what you've been doing. Could be hiding. Tapping between the brows. I have been, and name that out loud. Tapping the temples. I have been, and say it again. Tapping the cheeks. I accept that I've been, and name that out loud. Tapping underneath the nose. Part of me wishes I wasn't, and name what it is you wish you weren't doing. Tapping underneath the lips. Part of me wants to do it, and part of me doesn't want to do it. So do you see that part in your mind and your emotions? Part of you wants to courageously move forward, and part of you wants to hold back. So there's that tug of war inside your mind between right and wrong. Yes, I should do it. No, I shouldn't do it. So just tune into that inner conflict between both sides. This inner conflict between moving forward and hiding myself. This inner conflict. And just tune into that inner conflict between going forward and holding back. And I want you to feel that resistance inside your being right now. Tapping the front of the ribs. I feel really resistant to making a decision. I don't want to make a decision because I'm really afraid of moving forward, even though part of me wants to. So just tune into your resistance to moving forward right now, and tune into what moving forward is for you. What is moving forward? Is it making that phone call? Is it stepping out and showing your creative gifts to the world? Is it speaking your truth? What is the piece of you that wants to move forward that's also afraid? And what would it be? Tapping the side of the wrist. I'm afraid of, and I accept that I haven't been doing this. So just tune into your resistance to doing that action. I forgive myself for not wanting to do it. Tapping the side of the thumb. I never have to do, and what is it that you never have to do, that you don't want to do, the part of you that doesn't want to do it? I never have to. Tapping the next finger. I'm planning on never, and just say that action. I never have to, and just name what it is. I'm planning on holding myself back for the rest of my life. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I'm planning on hiding for the rest of my life. Tapping the inside of the little finger. I'm planning on never moving forward. And just feel what that feels like right now to never move forward. To never have the courage. To never say what you want to say. To never move forward by showing the world who you are. Never to stand up for yourself. Never to believe in yourself. Never to put yourself out there. Tune into that right now. Tapping the side of the hand. I never have to, and just say it again. And just feel it in your body. How does that feel when you never do that? When you keep holding yourself back, you keep shunning your own light. How does that feel in your body? What's the texture? Is it heavy? Is it scared and prickly? What is the feeling and the texture? Lean into it right now. Feel it in your body. I want you to get intimate with how that uncomfortable feeling feels. Take a big deep breath into it, release a big sigh. But part of me does want to do it. Part of me wants to have a breakthrough, even though I'm scared, because I don't know if I'll be okay on the other side. Part of me wants to try, because all of this fear is not helping me. Tapping between the brows, holding back isn't helping me. It's only making it worse. Tapping the cheeks. I feel more uncomfortable because I'm holding back. Just tune into the uncomfortable feelings that you have inside your own body in your life as a result of holding back. Because that will always be there as long as you hold back. Lean into it for a moment and just hold it in your empathy, in your forgiveness, your compassion. Take a big deep breath. Feel that love right now. I forgive myself for being afraid. It's possible I'm in a safe place right now to really be with this. It's possible I'm in a safe place to be courageous. Even though I'm afraid of what might happen, it's possible I'm in a safe place to try. I'm in a safe place to try. So I want you to tune into the situation right now, that fear, what you have inside your life of what might happen, which is what's holding you back. Someone might react, or you might hurt someone, or you might fail, or people might laugh. You know, there's many things that could stop you, that you're afraid of. So just tune into your worst nightmare right now of what would happen. I'm afraid of, and just name it out loud. Tapping the front of the ribs. And I love and accept myself. Even if that happens, I'm still a good person. And I'm still worthy of love. Tapping the side of the ribs. Even if what happens, I'm still worthy of love. I'm still worthy of respect. I'm still worthy of feeling peace. Even if what happens, just say it out loud, what you're afraid of happening. I forgive myself for being afraid. Big deep breath. Tapping the side of the wrist. I love and deeply accept myself. And I'm forgiving myself in advance for any uncomfortability. Tapping the side of the thumb. I love and deeply accept myself. And it's possible I can move through those uncomfortable feelings. So I want you to tune into an earlier memory you have of feeling a similar way about a similar issue, because they tend to repeat themselves. And tune into that time when you did feel really uncomfortable, because that did happen. Your worst nightmare did happen, and that's what made you think, I should never do it again. And that's what's holding you back now, because you don't want to repeat the history of it. But the truth is, what you don't want to repeat is the uncomfortable feelings around it. What you do want to repeat is the attempt, is the courage, is the willingness to move forward against all odds. That is what you want to repeat. So if we can neutralize the uncomfortable feelings that come up, even if you do fail, then you'll realize that it's okay no matter what happens, because you're moving forward. Does that sound good? Okay, great. So tapping the next finger. I'm ready to move forward regardless, even if it feels really uncomfortable. It's possible I feel uncomfortable even when I don't move forward. Is that true? Well, you feel uncomfortable right now and you're not moving forward, so you can't really win unless you move forward, actually. So tapping the side of the hand, I'm ready to move forward. It's possible I'll feel more empowered. It's possible I'll feel more free. I'll feel more alive if I move forward. I'm trusting myself. I can trust my own intuition, regardless of what happens. Big deep breath, big sigh. I'm trusting my intuition now. It's possible my intuition always knows what to do. I'm open to listening now. I'm ready to trust my intuition and the power of my soul. I'm ready to trust my inner strength. It's possible I'm made for this. Tapping underneath the lips. It's possible I can do this. I believe in myself because I'm done with putting myself down. I don't need to wait anymore. I'm honoring myself now because that feels best. I'm honoring who I am. And I'm giving myself the courage to honor who I am now. And nothing or no one can stop me. Big deep breath into that big sigh. Shake it out. Tapping the front of the ribs. I love and deeply accept myself exactly as I am. And I'm claiming my power, my courage, and I'm moving forward because I'm worthy of it. And just tune into the fact that you deserve to honor what your soul is calling forth right now. That you deserve that peace, you deserve that clarity, and you deserve to feel free. And so anything that's been holding you back has just been shutting down your true, authentic, beautiful nature. And that you deserve to transcend that so that you can truly be free. Tapping the side of the thumb, I'm ready to be free. Good. Tapping the next finger, I'm letting go of my fears. And I'm stepping forward now. I'm creating this in my life. And I forgive anyone that tries to hold me back. So just tune into anyone or anything in the situation that may try to hold you back. And just recognizing that anyone that's trying to put you down or tell you that it's wrong is actually just scared. In the same way that we were once scared, they're also scared. So just send some forgiveness to anyone or anything in the external world that's been blocking you from fully expressing your power and your courage. Feel that for a moment. Take a big deep breath. Release a big sigh. Good. Tapping the inside of the little finger. I love and deeply accept myself. And I'm choosing to, and what are you choosing to do now that you have the courage to live the beauty of your life the way you desire? To communicate the truth when it needs to be communicated. To be authentic with your feelings. To trust what you know to be right. Tune into how that feels in your life when you're truly honoring yourself on that level of depth. How does that feel and transform you? How does that make you feel in your body, in your heart? It feels really joyful. Tapping the roof of the head. I feel at ease. I feel inspired to be me. It feels really good to trust myself. Tapping the cheeks. I'm trusting my voice. I'm trusting my heart. I'm trusting my ability to make decisions. I trust myself to move forward now. I can do this. I'm ready to do this. I was born to do this. Big deep breath, big sigh. Good. Okay, tapping the front of the ribs, tune into that vision now. What's happening in your life as you courageously move forward? How are you showing up? What new habits are you making? What are you doing? How are people responding? Tapping the side of the wrist. I want you to tune into that vision now for your life. Close your eyes, feel into it while you tap. What are you doing? And how does it look and feel? I am, name that out loud. Just keep going, keep saying more. Good. And that feels really, and what does it feel like? I feel at home now. I trust myself. I'm at home now. Opposite side of the next finger, I trust myself. Big deep breath, big sigh. Good. Tapping all over your body. And I want you to say 10 affirmations out loud about what courage feels like for you, how it feels like to be courageous in your life, and what types of things you feel like doing when you have all of that power, that courage, that heart that's moving you forward, that strength that's like creating tides and waves and new things manifesting in your life because you're moving forward in that strength. Tune into that right now. Feel it. Say it out loud. 10 affirmations. And say it with passion, because part of courage includes passion, because when we're passionate, courage is available to us. So say it out loud with courage and passion. Good. Just a few more. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay, take a big deep breath, big sigh. Would you like to do a roar with me? I always like to roar whenever I'm trying to get my courage on, you know, because it's the lion that's truly courageous. Okay, so this is a little activity that we can do together. I want you to imagine like your worst nightmare in front of you right now. And now I want you to imagine that you are a fierce, loving, strong lion. And on the count of 3, I want you to roar at your worst nightmare. And just let that power and that passion move through that fear, okay? You ready? I want you to feel it, that strength, all of that resistance that you've been having towards that other thing to do. Ready? Lean into it. 1, 2, are you ready? And 3. Roar! Awesome. So I love to do that. Face your fear with courage and love. I believe in you. Thank you for believing in yourself. It is a true honor to be with you, to share these tapping videos with you. Do the tap again if you're still moving through it. If you want to check out other tapping videos, head over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and remember to thumbs up on this video, and we'll get more videos out to you again. All my love. I'll see you next time. Okay, tips 101 on how to do the perfect roar. And so, as you know, in the animal kingdom, there are many different types of animals. Even the tigers and the lions, at their early age, they have a little small roar because they're somewhat scared still. And when they have that small roar, what do you think it sounds like? And then they run, they hide behind the big leg of their mother. And then sooner or later that big leg becomes their leg. And their leg moves forward in strength and courage. And before you know it, the heart is open wide and the roar is fierce, and it says, roar! Because the lion knows its courage, my dear friends.